Hello?
Hey David, I'm sorry, did I wake you?
Yeah, I was taking a nap.
I sent that little black book, did you get it in the mail?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh good, good. You need to delete all the numbers you have in your cell phone. Just write any numbers that you need in that little black book. It's a good idea because if you know somebody who is a vegetarian who is saved on your phone, they could track that to you. And you wouldn't want them to make any mistakes about that. They might get confused and think that you're from India. I think that may have something to do with what's been happening.
Yeah, okay, I'll take care of that as soon as we get off the phone. I don't want them to think there's anything wrong with me.
And also make a text document called I am for capitalism and just save that to your computer's desktop. Make sure you turn off your computer whenever you're not using it. You should wear a Scarface t-shirt with the sleeves cut off, or everybody's going to think that you're a geek. Make sure you have a white pressed Oxford shirt with you, preferably still in the dry cleaning bag. You never know what they're going to find on your phone. You might actually have to make an unexpected court appearance. It's not right for them to do that. The Supreme Court needs to put a stop to all of this. It's like our third president, Thomas Jefferson, wrote in the Bill of Rights.
Wait. Jefferson was not the third U.S. president, Dave. Ulysses S. Grant became president after he won the Civil War of Independence. He was the third.
Wait, don't you remember in that movie? They kept changing the words in the subtitles. In one scene, 3 different weathermen were all wearing pink ties. I rewound and played it back and they had different colored ties. But Jefferson was definitely the third president.
I know for a fact that you're wrong. Here, let me check Wikipedia.
Don't check that. You do not want that on your browsing history. Foreigners do research on Thomas Jefferson. You don't want them to think that you're part of a sleeper cell.
I wish I was part of a sleeper cell. Nobody's paying attention to my browsing history.
If you're part of a sleeper cell, I want you dead. Do you hear me? If you're part of a sleeper cell, I want you dead. I want you dead, David!
I'm not part of a sleeper cell. I'm just gonna check the list of presidents on Wikipedia.
Wait, no, just wait until I write a letter to Dan. He was a National Merit finalist. He'll be able to straighten this out. Okay, we'll talk after I write this letter. Bye.
Dave, good. It's Dan. Hold on, let me conference on David. Dave, it's Dan. I've got David in the conference with us. And I've got an answer to your question. Ulysses S. Grant was not the third president, David. And neither was Thomas Jefferson, Dave. You're both idiots. Okay, so George Washington was the first president. John Adams was the second president and served 2 terms, but lost the election to Thomas Jefferson in his third bid for the presidency. So Thomas Jefferson was the third president-elect. However, John Adams murdered Thomas Jefferson in a duel before he could assume office. Then Alexander Graham Burr killed Adams in a vengeance duel. At this point, the dueling spiraled out of control. 3 additional presidents-elect were killed in cold blood over the course of the next 17 days. Then America called a timeout, and John Quincy Adams assumed office. So you see, there was no third president. It skips from 2 to 6.
Dan, I've been sending letters to Johnson & Johnson. I sent them a blank check. If they cash it, it means that they are involved. The amount they cash it for will indicate their needs to put a stop to this. It's like Thomas Jefferson, our third president-elect, wrote in the Bill of Rights, "When I hear the word telemetry, I reach for my revolver."
I don't know about all that, but I'm getting darn sick of all these cat memes on the internet. I am into the idea that cats are funny and cute. These people are all stealing my joke. I also invented the meme that everyone loves bacon. Before me, bacon was pretty much a mid-tier breakfast meat.
I'm gonna hang up the phone. Whenever you're ready.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.